Welcome to the Long Beach Coin Show / Comic-Con / car show. We've got a little bit of everything going on today, and we're probably not going to go to all three, but we just wanted to let you know that's a thing that's happening.
Oh, just waiting in line, trying to get inside this coin show.
Where would you say this falls on the fun scale right now?
We're somewhere in the 5 or 6 range. I think the fun hasn't really ramped up yet, but hey, we're at the show. We're pulling in. We're parking. We got our passes.
We did see some really cool costumes. We saw a Stormtrooper, we saw Batgirl, Nightwing, the Joker, a Gotham police car.
Look at this guy. Turn the
It's
camera
actually
around.
pretty cool. Okay, and then what we got? Oh, it's like a samurai dude.
He looks pretty cool though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Awesome car. All right, guys, welcome. Rare Coin TV, episode 20, back here at the Long Beach Convention Center. We're here with the Tyrant Collection, and we are pleased to have Ivan, the Great and Terrible, back with us to walk us through the show and give us some insights and hopefully show us a few exciting things here. So, Ivan, thank you very much for having us back.
Thank you for coming. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah.
Where's a great place to start? There's so many coins. Where do you think we should begin?
Let's start from the Venetian.
All right.
So this time we actually cover 5 Italian states. So the first one is Venice, the second one is Milan, then Florence, Sicily, and Naples.
Okay.
And these are just part of the Tauron collection, and only part of the Tauron collection's Italian section.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He still has a separate collection of papal states and another separate collection of Roman Imperial Republican.
So would you say that the Italian coins represent the largest quantity of coins in his current collection?
I wouldn't say that unless you really add the Roman coins to the Italian, which actually can go both ways.
Yeah, you can argue one way or another. Sure.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes. So this is only a small part of the even Italian state section of the Tauron collection.
All right, cool.
But the highlight of this section are the Venetian coins, because this is the only complete collection of the Venetian Ducato and Zecchino issued by each Doge.
Exciting.
The reason. Thank you.
John really likes Venetian stuff.
It's exciting.
Really?
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, let's go through the Venetian stuff. Yeah. So it starts from the silver. Louis the Tiles, he was the son of Charlemagne. That starts the coinage of Venice.
Okay.
And it starts from the silver, and then came to these highlights. These ducats were known as Ducato in Italy.
Ducato.
These were the major trading coinage for the medieval and the Renaissance period
Wow,
of
and
Mediterranean
these are
Sea.
in mint state condition. These are mint state 64s, mint state 63s,
Exactly.
AU 55s, AU 58s. I mean, these are in high grade condition for being this age.
He was trying to purchase the best quality he could find.
Wow.
And were you saying that Ducat is the standard of trade?
Ducat is the
Ducat.
denomination,
Right.
or ducat. There are multiple ways to pronounce it because it's not an English word.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's first. So the very early ones, you'll see here. So they all have the same design with the Doge, which is similar to a duke. But
I see.
because Italy was a republic, so
So this is the Duke.
yes, this
To
is
the left
Duke.
on the coin?
Yes.
To the left of the obverse?
No, the
there?
right one.
Oh, he's being kind of
Being
anointed.
blessed by Saint Mark.
No kidding.
And then the reverse is Jesus, of course. So they bear this same design from 13th century all the way to the 19th century.
No
Yeah, I see
kidding.
that. Almost
And-
the exact same design all the way over here. Yeah.
So
Yes.
find what works and stick with it, right?
That's right. And it was the major competitor against the
67.
67. Yes.
Wow. For a coin from 1400, that's
Mint state 67.
That's pretty darn
That's
impressive.
incredible. I mean, how did that even happen?
Very
Seriously.
carefully, I assume.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It's gorgeous.
And are there any rarities among
these cases that we've
Yes.
looked at so far?
Many of these coins are rare, but there's one extremely rare. So that coin number 64. So remember I told you there are, I probably didn't say that yet. Okay, so there are only 2 examples known for this Doge.
Wow.
And that's the reason that you can only accumulate 2 complete sets of these Venetian, Zecchini, and Ducati because there are only 2 examples known for this one. The other one is in the museum,
Wow.
Venice.
Two examples known.
So this is the only complete set in private hands.
No
and,
kidding.
And one of the only 2 complete sets
And
in the world.
And so it seems as if we were working with the ducat in the 1400s. This is the 1600s. Did they change?
They changed the denomination
Yeah.
actually earlier.
Okay.
I believe. There's probably a slightly difference in the weight, but they changed the name from ducat to Zecchino. Zecchino, they got the name because some of these coins or this denomination were originally struck in Zecca, the place. So
No kidding.
it was
Where's
called
that?
Zecchino. I have no idea.
It's probably in
I'm
Italy,
not
right?
an Italian
Probably
specialist.
somewhere in Italy.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
So
all right.
they
Figure it out later.
there was a difference in the weight, I believe. They changed it, but still have the same design. The later series.
Do you know if it looks as if they reduced the weight of gold?
Yes.
Because it's got a noticeably smaller diameter, even just with the naked eye.
I mean, this is 3.48 grams, 3.49, 3.5. Obviously, it wasn't an exact process. I mean, they weren't using the same tools that we're using today, so there was going to be some slight variations on the weight, I'd imagine. 3.46, 3.47, they're all slightly different.
Okay, so we had our major rarity, coin number 64. This is one of 2. Zecchino, not zucchini. Don't pronounce it wrong, or people might think you're full.
We're starting to get modern though.
One of 2. This is the coin that allows you to have a complete collection of Zecchinos.
Yes.
Or
Zecchino or Ducato or Ducat.
Is it possible that another one of these gets discovered, or that someone's going to find or unearth?
Yes,
one
of
the-
course,
these
of
coins?
course, because these coins were struck in large quantities. I was using like a US dollar back in the medieval period of time. Every country, different nations, North African, South European, or even some Asian countries, they were using these coins. So there were hordes of these coins found
Sure.
in different countries.
Sure,
So
sure,
that's
sure,
why you will be able to find some of these coins very reasonable price and
Okay.
super high grade.
so if we were
That's
finding hoards, that tells us that they were probably coins traded between countries.
That's right.
Like the rulers of countries were sending these to each other. They weren't necessarily used in commerce so much
Well, I would assume
because they're gold.
Maybe large debts being paid, or for trade for weapons, or for animals, or for skins or furs, or something that
yeah, actually the commerce in the medieval period were way more advanced than we would thought. Actually, spice was sold from North Africa and Middle East to Europe and then to Asia, and silk and tea sold from Asia to Europe. So, you know, there were some really rich merchants.
Sure.
And so they were paying off these merchandise and using these coins. And also these coins were used to sponsor some of the crusaders a couple times, I believe.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so what do we got next over here? It's like the design is finally starting to change a little bit. We got some silver coins added to the mix, and there's some big changes over here, it looks like.
Yes, everything was changed because the Austrian came to Venetia and ruled, came to Venice and ruled Venice. Venice was actually not considered part of Italy at all.
Really?
At least they didn't consider themselves as Italian. And
Huh.
later, when Austrian conquered northern part of Italy, they combined Venice and they created a kingdom called the Kingdom of Lombard and
Very
Venetia.
interesting.
So
Very
there was so Venice was under the Austrian rule. So the coins need to be changed to the same standard of the Austrian
Sure.
Empire.
Sure.
So that's why you see these ones. And of course, earlier Napoleon came and ruled most part of Italy, and you will see a coin struck in Venice in his name as
So as conquest
A
developed from
Napoleon
control
Italian
to
coin.
control, was it common for a central banking
Interesting.
system?
Very interesting. I never thought that existed.
Is that freaking you out, man?
That's freaking me out a little bit, yeah.
What
year is that?
Not remelt, just issued
1811.
two different new stuff.
I'm freaking out, man.
So I didn't really understand
A
the question.
Napoleon
You mean
coin
the
in-
central banking system and the restrike.
Well, as empire changed hands.
Yes.
Now, actually, it looks like these are earlier.
From one central banking
So we're
system
taking a
to
little
a new
jump back in
possessor.
time.
Yeah.
Was it common to remelt and restrike as a new?
Usually they
currency?
will not remelt, but they will issue new currency because you see these coins, their value is not just the denomination; it's the weight of the gold. So it's not necessary to just really restrike the coins. But of course, if they get coins from tax, people pay tax. They coins circulate back to the bank, back to the government. They will melt these coins to issue the new ones, but not necessary to purchase massive amount of gold coins from the public market to melt them and restrike them. So it's really just a natural process instead of someone try to stop one coinage and then issue a totally new one.
That makes sense.
It-
makes sense.
Yeah.
I know in the Roman Empire it was by ruler. When a new Caesar took over, they would change the coinage to reflect
Right.
that current Caesar that was in power.
Yeah.
Because the coinage was a symbol of the kingdom's wealth.
And sometimes it happened during their reign, sometimes it happened after their reign, based on kind of how that ruler felt about themselves, right? I mean, some of them really felt highly about themselves and wanted that coin to come out during their reign. Others were kind of commemorated after they no longer were in power, I'd imagine, right?
Right.
That happened actually in Roman history because, for example, if the emperor was defeated by another one, or an old ruler defeated by the new one, sometimes new rulers will try to erase everything of the old one.
Right.
And they will destroy all the portraits of him, destroy every document that has his name on it, and purchase as many coins as possible with his portrait and melt all the coins. And this kind of punishment also applied to some of the governors of the Roman provinces as well.
I like these guys right here. It almost has this like gold dish look to it, or bowl, where there's like this large flat rim around the outside, and then the design is just kind of right in the middle of it. It's a really neat look. It's kind of a hodgepodge of symbols in the center, but
Look at a rim on that thing. Jeez.
So Ivan, thanks for having us here back again for this third time. The Italian collection and the 4 or 5 different states that they represented. There's some exciting and some gorgeous coins. And what's your favorite coin in the entire group?
From today.
That's too difficult to answer.
I know.
like
I
every
was-
coin
I was
here.
thinking-
I handle every coin
I was
here.
going to ask myself the same question, and I'm not sure I would have been able to answer it. There's a few back there that had that really like deep bowl look to it that I just thought were gorgeous.
Yeah.
A few over here that you mentioned that Da Vinci was involved with, and the families. That was a really exciting coins as well. So those are probably my favorites. But
Yes, if I have to choose one, then I'll choose the most expensive one, right?
of course.
Yes.
That was that number. Was it
64.
64. That's
Yes,
right.
that's the most expensive coin in this
Right.
section. This part of the section of the collection.
Very cool. Well, hey, thanks again for having us, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. So you're more than welcome to come next time.
Oh, we
And,
can't wait.
Yeah. Next time we will have US coins.
All right, very good.
All right.
Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.